What's going on? This is Jay Leno. I'm here to give my review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Let's go straight into it. I'm going to start off by going with the pros and cons of this film. I want to let people know early that I give this film a 6 out of 10. I might change it by the end of this review. You guys let me know what y'all think at the end of this review and what you want to rate it, but let's dive in. Okay, so my first concern with this Mutant Mayhem film is how the Ninja Turtles looked. Wasn't the biggest fan of how Michelangelo's head looked very oblong and weird looking. Wasn't the biggest fan of how squeaky and high-pitched Donatello's voice was, and I definitely wasn't a fan of my favorite Ninja Turtle, Raphael, being on the more heavy-set side. If you wanted, like he's more closer to being looking overweight than looking muscular. So that was one of my biggest critiques. But watching this film, what saved that was how they animated the city around the Ninja Turtles. So how they look and how they are able to interact with the city and how they're able to project like their own realm and their own universe in this film just was perfect. I give it a very high rating as far as the Turtles and the animation in this film. And this animation, if you haven't seen it yet, reminds me of the Telltale RPG series, RPG series that's like on PlayStation and Xbox, but basically major console. So yeah, so that gets a high score for me. And next, we're going to get into the fighting choreography in this film, which was inspired by Jackie Chan. Looked awesome, kind of had that rush hour, quick reflex, pretty much taking on an aggressor and using their momentum against themselves to kick butt. The only thing that sucks about it is the Turtles barely fight in this entire film. So the fighting choreography is at about a 7 for me because Jackie Chan's not my favorite martial artist. But considering that he is a famous martial artist, it was kind of cool seeing them use some of his moves. So I give it a 7. Sorry it's not perfect, guys. My next concern with the film was, is it going to be too kiddie, too childish? What's the age range? What's the demographic they're trying to reach? Is it going to be like the rest of the films where they try and reach everybody simultaneously? So with watching the film, my assessment of it is it's probably about 9 to about 12 would be the age range that's going to find this film absolutely fascinating. And if you're an adult and you take your kids to see it, there's a little bit of subliminal jokes. They got a little bit of profanity in the film. Of course, there's slightly some violence and excitement. There is some drama in the film. They've got some vomit in there also. And they got an inside joke about milking. If you don't know what milking is at least be the age of 18 or up and look it up on your nearest adult website. It gets perverted. So leave it to Seth Rogen to give us adults a little bit of funny to go with it. But if you're looking to see gore in an adult TMNT film, you will not be impressed by this. But for the subliminal little injection that they put in there, to be honest with you, compared to other Ninja Turtle films, I think they reached their peak. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And moving on, one of my next concerns before seeing this film was Ice Cube being Ice Cube and Ice Cubing it up. I like how I said that because Ice Cube has a reputation of using the same voice, using the same reaction, in the same tone in all of his films. And I just don't think that if you're going to make an animation and use a voice actor, he would be the last person I would use. But when I watched the film, he actually did more than what I expected out of him. It's kind of like, I don't know, if you had a choice to eat shit, would you rather for him to have eaten Chinese food or some berries? You'd probably pick berries. So it was like a good turd in a sense to see Ice Cube. So that's a positive thing, I guess, maybe. I did enjoy some of the Easter eggs in the background of the film to give us old heads some nostalgia. If you notice in the film, The pizza place there says Laird's Pizza to pay homage to the co-creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Peter freaking Laird. So I like that they paid homage to him. I also like that they had Vanilla Ice's Ninja Rap playing in in their first fight scene in the film. All right, so I'm about to close out the pros of the film because I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of me freaking pubbing up this film. It's like, let's get to the shit, right? Let's get to the shit. Before I go into my cons, I'm gonna give you guys a glimpse of what these characters were originally supposed to be like and how they were supposed to sound. So let's go look at our past Mutanimals appearances in TMNT.
No, you skedaddling frogs. You don't be escaping from old Leatherhead.
Cause a frog's gotta do what a frog's gotta do.
You frogs be plenty pitiful.
Do y'all see that? Do you see what I see? This is the con section. Cause I was conned out of my freaking Leatherhead and my Genghis Khan in this Mutant Mayhem film. What hurt even more is that you shrunk Leatherhead into this itty bitty little, I wouldn't even call him a freaking gator or a crocodile. He looked like the Geico lizard in comparison to this. And you turned him into a woman. He was supposed to be boss hog of the swamp and bullying freaking Genghis Frog. What did I just see? Big no. Drop the rating down a little bit on the film, especially with the gender swap. Let's be honest. If you're going to replace or do your own adaptation, at least make Leatherhead a freaking dude. At least use a pro wrestler, since you use John freaking Cena or anyone with a Louisiana accent. Please. If you're going to do your own adaptation of Leatherhead, at least make him a male with a Louisiana accent. You know, I get it, Seth Rogen. You wanted to introduce characters from the comic books because you told us, not just me, that you grew up with the Ninja Turtles. And that's what you did. You went and grabbed the Mutanimals. But what did Hollywood do? They said, sprinkle some of that woke on it. And give us some more vagina in this film too while you're at it. Let me just give y'all a little short clip of what the Mutanimals are.
So, what brings the mighty Mutanimals?
We need your help, Turtles.
We've uncovered plans to develop mutant hunting weapons.
The Mighty Mutant Animals, basically the Suicide Squad of the Ninja Turtles universe, has many different incarnations, from the Archie comics all the way to the 2012.
I'm gonna be honest. I was really excited that Seth Rogen brought in the Mutanimals, and I don't think it was his choice to put in these woke moments into the film. This is Hollywood. Every franchise is going to suffer for the agenda that they're trying to push into all of these films. I really thought a lot of my friends were lying. I thought they weren't really making sense. I thought they just wanted to just mess around and change every film to their own liking. But no, it doesn't matter what you do, they're going to put that agenda in there. And it was really disappointing to see it done to my favorite franchise. And also I'd like to also throw in what they did to the film. They had Michelangelo twerking. I don't know about you, but I really don't want to see a teenage man twerking on a dance floor. I don't even see people men twerking, period, or it being promoted for children to do. So you mean to tell me that you're going to make a film for the age range of 9 to teenagers? Of course adults are going to watch it, but you're going to have kids thinking that the Turtles are cool, and a lot of the kids already like Michelangelo as it is because he's the party guy. You're about to have your son out there twerking in front of his friends saying, hey look, I'm Michelangelo. Miss me with that one. That's why I got it down to a freaking 6. It's not, it can't be anything above a 6 just because of the woke agenda that they put inside of this film. But I will like to add that I also I didn't necessarily have a pro or con on how they changed the towards the end of the film. The pedestrians in the city of New York know of the Ninja Turtles, and they're not scared of them, and they're about to have the Ninja Turtles go to school, and they're going to come out with a TV show following this film so the kids can, I guess, gravitate towards them and grow up with the Ninja Turtles rather than them just being seen with newer villains and just coming up with ideas for a new villain and having them defeat them. You're going to get the opportunity to see the Ninja Turtles have personality in its upcoming content, and a sequel to a movie is coming. All I hope is they just get rid of the woke agenda. So that's my review. I'm going to be honest with you. I was a bit disappointed with the wokeness. Without the wokeness, I would have gave it a 7 out of 10. Simply because for everything that I saw in the film, there was no fight scene that I would go back and rewatch again. It's not, the film itself isn't really rewatchable, but you can enjoy it for a moment. But these days with our attention spans, when's the last time you guys went back and saw a movie that you saw that was good? Let me know in the comment box. Like and subscribe to Jay Leno. Have a good one, guys. I'm about to go cry in my pillow.